Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I was just having a thought here. I thought I'd record a video because I think this is an important concept for those of you that I want to say lack motivation, sometimes feel like life is hopeless or pointless or get depressed pretty often, and you just feel like you're not going anywhere. You know, this general sense of despair. I think this happens to people from time to time a lot. And I think it is fairly common, but I have something that can help you at least at least in a small way to keep going forward. And here's the thing. This is something that I've discovered about human nature, which is that humans, we tend to really we tend to feel despair and hopelessness when we don't feel like we're making progress. If you really want to motivate someone or inspire someone, make them feel like they're making progress. And I'll give you a good example of this before I get to my tip here, which is take like World of Warcraft or an online game, right? Or these games become very popular and they become very addicting. And one of the main reasons why is because you get this sense of progress, right? You get this sense, I played WoW for a while, or played Lord of the Rings online. I played a couple of before I was, super productive John, when I was more of, just whatever type of John. Anyway, I had to quit that stuff, but I had fun. It was fun. I reminisce back. I'm like, oh man, that was fun. But anyway, enough. Don't do it. But those things get addictive. Why do they get addictive, right? Think about this. It's because you're progressing. You're gaining a level. Ding, right? You get new abilities. You get new power. Every day that you're playing, you're always progressing. You're never going backward. You're always making some forward progress. Even if it's just a little bit, you're gaining some experience. You're making your way to the next level. So that is a huge sense of motivation. That's why those things become so addictive, is because it's that's dopamine response, right? That huge, it creates an addictive quality to it. And it's powerful. So here's the thing. So here's what I would say. Here's a tip for you. No matter what's happening in life, right? Always have one thing that you're progressing on, right? So you feel good about it. Feel good about yourself. That you could have multiple things. It's great, but have one core thing that you're always progressing on. And you could change that. You could be a different project or whatnot. And I'll give you a couple examples for ones that I have. Like right now, the core one that I'm progressing on, like that becomes my number one priority. Every day I'm going to do this, is I'm writing my new book, right? So I'm writing this book, tentatively titled, you probably have already heard this from a few videos, called The Complete Career Guide for Software Developers, right? And I've been writing 2 Pomodori a day, right? It's only about an hour a day, 50 minutes of writing essentially per day, about 1,000 to 1,500 words a day, maybe 2,000 words when I have just super flowing. But I'm making steady progress every single day, right? So no matter what kind of shit happens in my life, right? Things go wrong, things go bad, things that I counted on didn't happen, or I didn't get a certain thing done, or whatever happens, I make backward progress in something. I'm always making forward progress on this because I'm making it my priority. And so that gives me motivation, because it kind of gives you that hope. It's like, oh yeah, well, I'm at least, some people say, well, at least I'm paying down the mortgage, right? Every month that goes by, regardless of what happens, that's something to look forward to. It's progress, right? So, the more of these things that you can find in your life, the less despair you're going to feel, right? The more hopeful you're going to be, because you're making progress. You're getting somewhere, right? It can be really disparaging when you're going the opposite direction. But if you at least have one of these things, right? So my main one is this book, right? At this time, this is my project. Right? I also have several other ones, right? I'm dropping down my body fat percentage, as I'm working out, and I'm making progress every day. I'm seeing that go down. Now that one is a little bit more, that's not my main one, because that one I could blow and then I'd feel really bad about myself. So I'm glad that I have this other one, right? And I've got some backups. The more that you have, the more that if something happens and you blow one of them, you'll still feel good because you're still making progress. But you should have one main one that you're not going to blow, so that you can always keep making progress, right? Same thing with these YouTube videos, right? I'm pumping out 2 of these a day, making YouTube videos, making progress. My channel is growing. That's good. I'm seeing progress there, right? You got to have at least some of these that you have control over, because there's going to be some things you don't have control over. I don't have direct control over whether or not, whether or not Simple Programmer grows or makes more money. Direct control. I have indirect control. I don't have direct control over how many people watch the videos or thumbs up them or comment, right? But I have control over how many I make, right? They're just making progress over time. So anyway, I would just give you that thought, is that if you're feeling despair and you're feeling like you don't have hope, you should always have something in your life that you're making some kind of progress on. And it doesn't even have to be huge. It could be as much as writing in a journal. It could be a side project as a developer, right, that you're working on. You're writing some code every day and you're building up this thing. It could be that you're running or lifting weights or whatever it is that you're getting into shape, and little by little you're making progress. It could be, just try to make it something positive, not an MMO, right? That's, a lot of people did that, and I did that, and it might make you feel good, but you don't have anything tangible and any end result at the end. Whereas there's a lot of things that you could be doing that you're gonna have a good end result, and you're gonna feel good about it. It's gonna keep you motivated and keep you going. You always got to feel like there's something in your life that's making progress. Otherwise, that's when you feel like there's nothing that's making progress in your life, you fall into this pit of despair. Honestly, I've been there before. I know a lot of people are there, and a lot of times when people say, oh, depression just comes and goes, and I understand, I don't want to get into that debate, but a lot of times it's simply that you don't have hope. And when you don't have hope, it's because you don't have progress. So figure out how to have something that continually gives you progress. So anyway, I hope that helps you. It's one of those things that's really helped me to push forward through difficult times in my life. And when things aren't going great, and I've done some videos on when things aren't going great, you can check them out here, holding the line, treading water. I think I probably have a series on kind of screw ups and bad times type of videos. But this is going to help you in those times, especially because that's going to help you push through. Because things will be better again, but you need something to kind of get you through those times when it's rocky, so that you can keep pushing forward. And if you have something that you're making progress on, even when things get all shot to hell, then you could say, at least I have this. At least I made progress on this. At least I'm going forward. And it's just one of these basic human drives and motivation that we have to be making some kind of progress. We have to be achieving something in order to feel fulfilled in life and to feel hopeful, which is important. Otherwise, what replaces hope is despair, and you don't want that, because that'll sap you, unmotivate you, make you not want to get up in the morning or do anything, and you don't want that. So anyway, hope that helps you. If you have a question for me, something I can help you with, email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com. I'd love to answer your question. And if you like these videos, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. We're growing, and it's awesome. I want to reach more people, want to help more people. And if you find this video could help someone, feel free to share it. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you next time.